There we go. Took its time, but we got there. Now we can get a bit of heat going. Not that we need much, it's not particularly cold. It's about, I don't know what it is, probably about, I think about 4 degrees, but it's nice to have a little bit of heat behind you when you're doing a bit of, you know, bit of carring. So, but like you were wondering, what one are we going to start? Well, it's so in the title, so I don't need to tell you. Yep, a little bit delayed, but we're going to try and get this rush going. Now, I think there was a problem with it. I can't remember what happened. I think the exhaust manifold fell off or something. So hopefully I can find a couple of bolts for that. Screw that back on, and then we can try and get this going. That'll be interesting, won't it? This shell seems to have gone a bit flat for some reason. Yeah. Oh well, never mind. I like this one. You might notice I put the wheels on it from the Marauder. Well, the wheels that come with the Marauder. I put them on it because they fit. They're Rush. They're HPI wheels anyway. They're Rush wheels, and they fit on it. And they're better than the ones that were on this anyway. So. Nice. Right, let's get this on the bench. The bench is currently taken up by some gas, an oil can, a box with a car inside it. So we'll get that sorted out. We'll get a light on as well. Stick a light on. There we go. Right, let's get going. Alright. Let's get the old car. Sorry it's taken so long. There's a bit of a gap in between these videos. They weren't intended to be, but a bit of trouble. You know, my son ended up in hospital and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't really had a lot of time to mess around with hobby stuff. You know, I ain't been on the radio. I ain't done anything really for quite some time. So let's have a look. See what we got. I've got one bolt. I've got 2 bolts. There we go. 2 exhaust bolts. So hopefully we can screw these in. But have I got a gasket? I haven't got a gasket. Huh. I wonder if it'll be... Oh look, what we've got here. 2 gaskets. One's thick and one's thin. What one do you think I should use? I don't know what one to use. The thick one or the thin one? That one would fit fine. And so would that one. I'll tell you what, we'll use the thick one. We'll use the thick one, I think. So, what do we need? That one's an Allen screw, an Allen key, sorry. And this one is a Phillips head. Okay. Right, okay, right, let's see. Let's get the toolbox out. Phillips head, is that going to be the right one? Not ideal. Maybe it's that one. That's a better fit, that one is. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a bit of a pain. A bit of a pain. Because I should really loosen the engine off or something, probably. Oh. That thread's in there. Oh, that's why. You cock. Sorry, I know some of you are probably shouting at me going, what are you doing putting that in for? I know. It comes in from the other end. Right, let's remove this. I'm probably half asleep, I don't know. What is the time anyway? 10 to 8 in the morning, which ain't that early. I've been up a few hours, but never mind. Right, let's undo this tank, and then we can get the tank out of the way. Oh, there's a bit of fuel in the bottom there, a bit of jelly, but never mind. We don't care about jelly over here, do we? We don't care about jelly there, bitch. Oh! You never guess what's happened. I've gone and dropped it. There it is. Alright, let's stick that through that gap. Through that hole. There we go. And also that one. Lovely. Stick the gasket on there. It doesn't matter what way around. This is only just for starting it up. I'm not necessarily gonna, well, I probably will. You know me. If it stays on there and all that stuff, I probably will run it like this. You lot know me by now. But yeah. There we go. This is an upgraded performance manifold as well, isn't it? Do you remember when I had to buy it? Because the manifold that was already on this, the original one, was all perished. And I had a look on the internet, and the only one I could find was this upgraded performance manifold for it. So that's what I bought. It's doing up. That's a good sign. I can't remember why it fell off. Why did it fall off? I think it fell off, didn't it, in Tesco's car park that time. And then oh, that was it. It fell off in Tesco's car park, and I lost one of the bolts, didn't I? I lost one. That's too big. Yeah, that was right. It fell off in Tesco's car park, and then I lost one of the bolts, and I couldn't find any more that fitted. I don't know where I got these two from. Then they've just magically appeared, or this one. I don't know what one fell out. But anyway, let's get this on. This is purely one and only just for starting this up. So as long as bloody screwdriver, as long as it's on there, it don't matter. There we go, that's going through as well. That's what we want to see. It probably ain't going to seal particularly well, but it doesn't matter. You can run it without the exhaust, by the way. A lot of people panic, you know. Oh no, you must not run an engine with no exhaust on it. Oh my good God, what's going to happen? It's going to blow up. Oh no. It won't. You can run an engine without an exhaust. A two-stroke needs an exhaust, really, because it needs to expand. It's an expansion chamber, but these Nitro ones don't really have an expansion chamber. Really. That's quite tight. Oh, I've got to get bloody... Let's get that off. Stick that in there. Put that. Come on. That's it. You go down in there. Lovely. Right, the exhaust is on. Let's put the tank back down in there. The little rubber O-rings that go underneath the screws for the tank have been long gone. I'm afraid some of you are going to be mortified to find that out, but they are long gone. Don't know where. They're long gone on all of my rushes, because I always take the tanks off and then lose the bloody little O-rings, but there you go. That is the way life goes, I'm afraid. So let's stick that one in there. Lovely. Right. Okay. Good job. Good job there. Good job, Dennis. Who's Dennis? I don't know. Right. Okay. Let's move the shell out of the way. Have I got a transmitter for this one? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, it's all the way over here. Have I got batteries in it? Probably not. No. Let's turn this radio off. Bloody hell. Do you ever get like a hair growing up your nose and it just itches and you keep cutting them off and they keep growing back? Right. Let's think properly now. Where's the engine heater? Ah, well, there it is. Right, there's engine heater. we're going to need this. Well, I might not need it, but we're going to use it regardless whether we need it or not. Give the engine a bit of a heat up, and while it's heating I can put a little bit of fuel in it. Oh, what's happened here? Okay, you can go on, well done. Right, that's that heating. Let's get a glow starter out. Okay, my favourite glow starter. I do like this one, it's a very good one. And that one and the other one are my favourite ones. That one and that one are my favourite glow starters. Let's use this one for a change. I never really use that one. Thing is, I don't use glow starters often enough, and the batteries go funny in them after a while. You need to use them more, really. Alright, bit of nitro in there. Don't know what it is, just kind of mixed up over the years. Probably mixture of 30% and 16%. So, never mind. That's the way that goes. Can you see the smoke coming off of it? Look. Bloody hell. I've got no batteries in the transmitter, so... right, that's throttle closed. There. It's having a good old heat up, that is. Let's prime it, shall we? Does the primer work on this one? It does. Primer works on this one. You know what I'm going to do? We found it, didn't we, in the last video? So there's my block of wood. There's my block of wood, look. We found it, didn't we, remember? I was looking for a bloody clothes dryer, clothes horse, and that kid who, or person who commented, it was meaning the tumble dryer. Bloody hell. Oh, by the way, you lot, now we're on the subject, everybody now has to declare what their videos are made for. Kids or not kids. If it's for kids, it just disables the comments and all that rubbish, right? Well, I don't make any videos for any kids whatsoever. So, this channel is labelled as videos not made for kids. Alright? So, there will be content on this channel that ain't for kids. Okay? No kids can watch this channel. And I'm assuming by kids they mean under 16s, because you're a kid until you're 16 years old. You're a child until you're 16 years old. So no channel, no content on this channel is made for any type of kid. Alright? Message understood? Alright. Let's see then. Let's put that back on there. Let's see what we get. Not a lot. There we go. Holy. What happened there? Let's take that off. We might not need that now. And it has been running. It ran briefly, didn't it? Don't forget, we've got no transmitter for it. Well, I have, but it's not got any batteries in it. Difficult to do short little bursts with the servo attached. Not a drag on there. Nice! Well pleased with that. That run out a little bit. There we go. That was the end of that. No more fuel left in there. So there we go. That started up alright, didn't it? Pretty pleased with that. I think what I might do actually is just make sure those little... Well, if I can find a nut to put on at the end of each one, I think I'll stick a nut on the end. But if I can find a nut small enough, I might have a nut small enough. I can stick a nut on each end of those threads there, on the end of those bolts. And that'll keep that done up then, won't it? But there we go, my friends. That's all nicely started up now. We've run out. That's it now. That's the end of the winter startups, and I ain't got no more to start up, apart from the other rush. But I need to get an engine sorted out for that one. I was having a little play around with it the other day, just a small one. I had a little play, and I can't find a little pin for the starting thing on the crank. You know what I mean, didn't you? The little pin's got stuck out. I can't get it out. So if I can get an engine sorted out for that, start that one up and get that one going. But you know what I'm like by now. I want to get all these cars running ready for the summer. Summer comes around, I don't bloody use them, so you know, that's how it is. Anyway, I'll catch you later on, you lot. Just enjoy yourself. Have a brilliant day. Probably a short one this one, but there we go. And remember, this channel is not for kids. Okay, not for kids. Don't know why it has to be like that. It's American law, I think. But there we go. Catch you later, you lot. Take care.